Hey good people, how's it going? I hope everybody's well. I'm back with another one. Yes man, why sir, lockdown is just definitely but you know what, still we move, we get on with it. And you know, we're in the month of January, and you know, usually January is a time where everyone's like New Year's resolutions, everyone's working on their self. So as a part of my way of working on myself is that I'm exploring different topics to understand who I am. Who am I to me? You know, you were seeing some of my other videos. I was talking about like the 5 love languages, about insecurity, like how to deal with your insecurity. So today I'm going to talk about vulnerability and how the beauty of vulnerability. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, being vulnerable is actually one of the best things that you could do, because it allows you to flow, and then when you allow yourself to flow, you allow yourself to grow. You know, can you just imagine a life where you're not vulnerable? You feel quite rigid, and being rigid, it's like when you're moving through life, you're gonna come across that. Like, that's gonna be the reflection of your life, you know. For me, what I've learned about being vulnerable is that choose the right people to be vulnerable with. You know that they you should know if they're going to hold space for you to even be vulnerable, because often, you know, we can open up ourselves to people and they're not the right people that we've opened up ourselves to. We can be scarred from past things in our lives, you know, that makes us say no, and you kind of shield yourself, guard yourself to the point where you don't even know yourself anymore. And I feel like a lot of the ways that people win in life is because they've said yes to themselves, and in saying yes to themselves, they've chosen to be open to receive the abundance of life that they've, you know, that they want to be in alignment with. Yeah man. And I feel like, you see, with vulnerability as well, you know, we seek it so much in other people, but we don't seek it in ourselves. We want everyone to be a certain way with us, but how are we actually being with ourselves? Can we even sit down and have a decent conversation with ourselves, you know? And I think like that's where the growth is. We can set goals, we can have intentions, we want to travel the world and do all those great things, but if you can't even be soft with your own spirit, with your own essence, then what's the purpose? What's the purpose of your goals? What's the purpose of you traveling? What's the purpose of you interacting, making friendships, having a relationship, even building a family? What is the purpose when you can't even break down your own walls of you that you've built up to look at who you are on the inside? And trust me, who you are on the inside is so beautiful, because the Most High never made no mistake when he made any of us. You know what I mean? Everything is divinely made. So, you know, sometimes we have to learn to say, you know, I'm not going to allow this thing, I'm not going to carry this thing with me no more, and I'm going to let it go, or I'm at least going to start to unpack it and have a look at it and see what is not me and what's done with, and what should just be by the wayside, you know, and start new, you know, because we can hold on to things because we hold on to mistakes because we've taken so long making them, but the reality is that you can let it go. You know what I mean? You wouldn't eat gone off food, or would you? You wouldn't drink knowing that the drink is poison, or would you? You know, you wouldn't walk down a road knowing that there's a possibility that you could get attacked. You know, when we allow ourselves to step into the unknown, that's where the beauty of life is. So allow yourself to step into your own vulnerability. Allow yourself to step into your own vulnerability. You know, and when you allow yourself to step into your own vulnerability, then you're able to find life, find love within yourself. You know, and then the YouTube wants to put ads on your music. Yeah man. And I would say, like, for me, yeah, vulnerability is it's a hard one, because you want to just be open and free, but you also have to be mindful. So I wouldn't even say that you need to even like protect yourself. It's just be mindful about how you are showing up in your own life and in other people's lives. Because when you talk about protect, it's like, you know, whether you're conscious of it or not, you're basically saying to yourself there's something that you're in fear of, so you need to protect yourself from it. But if you're mindful, it's just being aware, and it's having awareness of self and who you are, and how you're showing up in your life and other people's lives. So yeah, the beauty of vulnerability is that you allow yourself to express. You're not up in here, you're not thinking too much, you're just letting it all go and letting it flow. So I guess my question to you is, what can you do to find the beauty in vulnerability? You know, is it that you even write a letter to yourself, a self-love letter? You put on some nice music and you allow yourself to just unwind and dance and be free within who you are. Do you actually get honest with yourself and realise that you may need to seek out help for some things that are going on with you? You know, do you connect with someone that you've been wanting to connect with? Do you even just comment on somebody's Instagram and say, you know what, I really appreciate what you do, you know? Because these things might not feel like, oh, that's not being vulnerable, but it is, because you're allowing yourself to be open. You're allowing people to see you, to feel you, to know you, because you're interacting. And if you're going to do it for yourself, you're allowing yourself to see you, and not even just the ego version of you, the true essence of you. And that's where the beauty is. That's what being vulnerable is allowing yourself to see yourself in all its beautifulness, all its ugliness, it's not even those labels, it's just allowing yourself to see you in your true essence. So yeah, what are you gonna do to see the beauty of vulnerability in your life? Today, tomorrow, you know? We're in a lockdown, where are we going? So this is the perfect time to really explore yourself. Let me know in the comments below. Yeah, it'd be lovely to have a conversation with you guys to know, so I'm not just out here talking to myself. Well, I don't mind talking to myself, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah, man. Yeah. Until next time, peace. I didn't press it. Okay, let me try again. Till next time, peace.